Hello viewers, welcome to the video lecture series of Job Role Hand Embroiderer, Class 10th, Unit 2, Session 1. So today's topic is Raised Stem Stitch. Raised stem stitch is a relatively quick and simple way to add dimensions and texture to your embroidery. The nice thing about raised stem stitch is that it is a quick way to fill up a space with raised appearance. Once the foundation stitches are worked, the thread passes over and under the foundation stitches but not through the fabric, which moves the stitches along at a rapid rate. Before starting the embroidery, let us look at the materials that are required. Carbon paper, well ironed and starch free fabric, embroidery frame, needle, scissors, tracing paper with our embroidery motif, embroidery thread or floss or pen or pencil. Once we have all our materials, let us start with the embroidery. The first step is tracing the design. To trace the design, we'll take the fabric, we're going to keep it on the flat surface. Then I'm going to take the carbon paper, the carbon side facing down, and then we're going to take our tracing paper. With the help of pen or pencil, we're going to trace our design. Make sure your design is neatly traced. If you're not very good at drawing, you can clip the 3 layers together and then you can draw so that they don't move. Make sure you trace the design neatly, and if you're very good at drawing, you can directly draw it on the fabric. Now our tracing is ready. The next step is to fix the fabric on the embroidery frame or hoop. For this, keep the smaller frame on the table, then keep the fabric, then keep the larger ring. Make sure it's fixed on the fabric. Make sure your fabric is stretched. Tighten the screw. Pull the fabric from the edges. Now the next step is to thread the needle. To thread the needle, I am going to use 4 strings of the embroidery thread. When you thread the needle, make sure to make a knot at the end. Before starting with the embroidery, I want to make sure you understand the concept of the raised stem stitch. Raised stem stitch works in 2 parts. The first part is where we build the foundation or the base stitch. The foundation or the base stitch resembles a ladder. So, for example, if this is our motif, these 2 are the vertical lines of the ladder, and now we're going to make the bars, the horizontal bars of the ladder. So, we're going to bring the needle on the front side at point A, then we're going to take it to point B. From point B, we're going to take it to point C. From point C, we're going to take it to point D. And this way, we're going to make the horizontal bars of the ladder. After that, on this ladder, we're going to make our raised stem stitch. So let's start with the embroidery. As I've told you earlier, we're going to make the bars. So for it, we're going to bring the needle from the back to the front side on point A. Make sure you have a straight line. For that, you can stretch the needle. Take it to point B. Then to point C. From point C to point D. You don't have to pull too much. Then again to point E. And similarly, we're going to do till the top of the motif. You don't have to pull it too hard. These bars will help us to give a raised effect to the embroidery. And this one is the last. You don't have to go till the top. So we're going to make a loop. We're going to insert the needle through the loop and we're going to make it tight. Cut the excess thread, and as you can see, our horizontal bars are ready. Now we're going to start with a raised stem stitch. You can use similar color thread or you can use a contrasting one. I have used a different color thread over here. When you thread the needle, make a knot at the end. Now we are going to start with a raised stem stitch. First, we are going to take it at the starting point of the embroidery. From the wrong side, we are going to take it to the front. We are going to leave the first bar, we are going to go to the second, go to the top of the second bar, take it under the second bar and bring it out. Again, don't pull too hard, we are going to do it again with the third bar. We are going to take it at the top, down and out. Again with the fourth, we are going to take it at the top, under and out. Don't pull too hard, otherwise you will stretch the fabric. Again with the fifth, we are going to do the same. We are going to take it out. You can use your needle to push them at the corner, then tie again. Again we are going to do the similar thing, and you repeat the process until you reach the top of the motif. You are going to use your needle to pull them at the corner, then again under the next bar, we are going to take it out. When you reach the top, at the top you are going to insert it back on the wrong side. Make sure your lines are at the corner, and at the back we are going to make a knot again. Insert the needle, make a loop and tie a knot. Cut the extra thread. So we are done with our first line. For the second line, we are going to repeat the same process. When you do the second layer, make sure you stay close to the first line. We are going to do the same. We are going to take it to the second bar. We are going to bring it out. Then again to the third. Use your needle to pull closer. When you reach the top, we are going to go to the back side. We are going to bring it out. Then we are going to tie a knot. Similarly, we are going to finish the rest of the motif. So as you can see, we are done with our motif. Just one last. I am going to take it to the back. I am going to tie a knot. We are going to cut the extra thread. And we are done with our motif. Let us now summarize the embroidery steps. Tracing the design, fixing the fabric on embroidery hoop or frame, threading the needle, doing the raised stem stitch, locking and clipping the thread, removing the fabric from hoop and ironing it. This is all for this video. Keep practicing and enjoy learning. Thank you.